Long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here to...
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. And a nice left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like a rabbit in a headlights.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Back into the don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid. You getting soft on me?
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Punch, counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's bombs away. Nice counter. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. And around that seat.
Switch on.
And there's the bell for round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That hook just can't find the target. So much firepower here. Can't find a home for that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. He scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that's on the jaw. Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good defense on that right hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. A perfect counter shot. This is a high-octane battle. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close hands.
Catch and shoot. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
How?
You've got to wake up. You've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Holding nothing back here in the round. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. His stamina is off the charts. Sugar Ray is rocked. Say it ain't so. Down goes Sugar Ray. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
Don't beat him on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Out.
He's ready to go.
And there's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. There's a counter shot. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than...
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back.
We go again. Hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
Back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Now listen, kid. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about the
Mark. Get your shots off.
There's the bell to start round 7. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
That hook is parried away. Swing and a miss with that jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. There's a counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can...
Sugar Ray is down! And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
A shot from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. About Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man.
You've let him back into the fight. You're way better than this guy.
Doing the gaps will appear. Good work there. The jabs are
Round 8, and we're off again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Won't score with that right uppercut. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. But wait a minute! And Sugar is in trouble! Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. So it's a majority decision. One judge saw it a draw. The other two scored it for the same fight.
I didn't think it was going to be that close. I really didn't. I thought this was a one-sided fight.
They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater.
This bout is scheduled for...
Not too many seats to be had in this. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That jab had to hurt. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Caution being thrown to the wind. They exchange punches. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. And there's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They block the uppercut. And he scores with the counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. His jab just got blocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Could not have come soon enough for this guy. On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
blocks that right hook. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. They've just...
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel. There's the bell for round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good job stopping that uppercut. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How'd you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Misses. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the back. They've got to relax.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be... This is the beginning of round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Hard, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am.
Whoa, Johnny, I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. That, you say it. Night-night.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. Joe Calzaghe, 79 kilos on the button, 183 centimeters tall, with a reach of 185. And up against him tonight, Joe Calzaghe, 174 pounds, 6 foot even, with a reach of 73 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that.
Here comes... It's no wonder they call him the pride of Wales. Joe Calzaghe, super middleweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has never been defeated. What an athlete.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, present.
So much hype. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Carrying away the right hook. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Brilliant hook there. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Just get your rhythm back and then we go again.
Good work out there, kid. That jab's looking nice.
In the bag, now you've let him back into it. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset.
And good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing.
Out there and win this next round. Get your mind back.
Come on. You won't load enough, but you're still letting your power show. Good work. Don't forget that.
Much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Good work. Just keep him on the end of your
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Focus. Get your minds on the job.
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up. Great work.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with the jab. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice job to block that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. It's all offense, all the time. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
Win the round on you.
Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick.
To get back out there, I need to win this round. Get your mind back.
Take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
Get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin and go for speed.
Miss with that jab. Stamina is off the charts. Well done with that counter shot. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Incredible work rate. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Baron, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good round. I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Ethan, go back and win the rounds, right?
So no free shots, yeah? You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up.
Fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's, now you're letting him back into it. Now it's a tougher fight and he's going to be...
That jab's looking nice. There's 1-2 strike.
Here we go to the 4th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so good.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Not over till it's over, but that knocked it. There's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Corner needs to...
Oh my God, Johnny! Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's still in.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We're at the halfway point, and there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. The Pride of Wales in some real trouble. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over. There's the bell for round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.